Okay, welcome all you wonderful people, as we are sponsored by the Fisher family, the Nishmas Basya Bas Rabbi Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruben, Neshama Shadav and Leah. We're also sponsored Lila Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shalema for Eliyah Moshe ben Chayesar, Yaakov ben Basya Leah, for the Schus of Avram and Yom ben Ishmael Malk Yudis and family. We're sponsored by Yor Klugman and family for their Parnas and Gzunta Nachas. We're sponsored Lefu Shalema for Avigdor ben Rivka, for Hinda bas Chayesar, Chana bas Shoshabina, Rivka bas Shira Leah, Yitzchak ben Tzir ben Dusha, Moshe ben Estefadel, and Meir ben Chayesara. They should have a refu Shalema b'Seg Sharcha Yisrael. So Mishna Zion tells us, Ubekulan, by all of these karbanas that are a mitzvah to eat, HaKohanim Rashayin L'Shanois Ba'achilosan, they could deviate in the food preparation in any way. Lachlan Sluyim, they could eat it roasted, shlukin, seethed, very overboiled, or mavushalim, or cooked. In other words, we might think that since it's achila l'shem mitzvah, maybe you shouldn't prepare it the way you're going to enjoy it. You should eat it totally l'shma. Kamash Malan, the pasuk says l'mashcha. You eat it like royalty. You could prepare it in the way you like it best. V'lo says l'saychan tivlei chulin v'tivlei truma. You could put spices of chulin in it. You could put in paprika and onion soup mix and whatever you want. Osam soup mix, whatever you want. And you could put also v'tivlei truma, spices of truma, divrei Reb Shimon. Now the chiddush is that, remember, let's say it's a chatas, it has a shelf life. It could only be eaten for that day and the night until chatzais. So if you put in spices of truma, you're risking that truma would go to be burnt. And that's why Reb Meir Aimer, lo yitein l'seichan tivlei truma. Don't put in it spices of truma. Shelo yavay asat truma l'dei psul, not to risk that you would have to burn the truma when it becomes nicer. Now, Amar Reb Shimon, Imra isa shemen shu mischalek ba'azar. If you seal oil being given out to the Kohanim in the Azara. Now, most of the oil which is added to the mincha is absorbed by the mincha. What oil would be available to be given out independently to the Kohanim? Two types. Einat tzarich lishol mahu. You don't have to wonder the nature. Either it's ma'aser rikike minchas Yisrael, it's either the surplus oil of the wafers of the mincha of a Yisrael. There are 5 types of menachas, and one of them is rikikin, wafers. Now those wafers have a surplus of oil. The reason for this is that over there by the mincha of the wafers, there is oil left over, and therefore that oil would be given to the kohen. And one other case, v'loik shemen shel mitzayra, the oil of the mitzayra, part of the purification ceremony of the leper, when he becomes tar, they take oil, they sprinkle some of it towards the oil ma'id, they put some of it on the big toe, big thumb, right toe, right thumb, and right ear of the mitzayra, and the rest is eaten by the kohen. Now, what about if you see oil being put on the fires? If you see oil being put on the fire, what oil is that? We don't have to wonder what that is. It's it's the surplus of the wafers of the mincha of the kohanim. You see, a mincha of a kohen is kula kala. everything of it is totally burnt. There's no kmitza by a minchas kahanim. The whole mincha is burnt on the mizbeach. So then all the oil, even the surplus, is burnt on the mizbeach. And also minchas kayim mashiach. This is the minchas chavitin that's brought by the kohen gadol. 12 loaves are made, and 6 are used in the morning, 6 are used in the afternoon. There is surplus oil over there because they use a lot of oil. They use 3 lugin to an isaron. So there is a lot of oil, and since it's of a kohen, it's burnt on the mizbeach. But it can't be that it's that someone offered an independent oil offering, because she'ein misnadvin shemen. It can't be that somebody just offered an oil offering and that's why it's burnt on the mizbeach, because there is no nidava of shemen, which Rabbi Tarfon disagrees with. Rabbi Tarfon, I'm a misnadvin shemen. You can offer an independent offering of oil which is burnt on the mizbeach, and then that oil burnt on the mizbeach could be also an independent offering of oil. I want to remind you again that tomorrow night we will have a delightful shir on Re'eh. If you yet want to sponsor, text me. We got to get it in for tomorrow. Text me to 718-916-3100 or email me at rmmwsi@aol.com. That's Ramosh Meir Weiss, Staten Island, at aol.com. Thank you for joining us and have a wonderful evening.